Hi, my name is Alexa, if this is the first time you're seeing me, and this is something that is extremely hard to talk about. It's something I've been trying to make a video of for the past 10 days, and every single day failing, and I hope today is the day that I have the courage to talk about this. I feel I need to give a trigger warning if the mention of suicide is going to set you off a lot. I have resources in the description bar, please check them out. If you are struggling with the idea, if it's something that you've dealt with, if you've lost somebody to suicide and you can't hear the mention of it, please reach out to people. I have resources. People in your life want to help you, I promise. That being said, I want to talk about this thing that's on my heart and in my mind constantly, and it is suicide. In traditional social media and TV shows, suicide has recently been romanticized and it has been mentioned a lot. And there's been a huge increase of teenagers that have been found in the emergency room due to suicide attempts. And hearing that makes me feel like I need to share this story of what happened to me and something that has impacted my life every single day since it happened. 5 years ago, one of the people I cared about in the world the most, this is when it gets hard, took her own life. This is why I haven't been able to film this. This is coming from somebody that has had those thoughts, somebody that has had to get a lot of help because of having those thoughts. I'm not going to tell the story of how it happened or what happened because I don't think it's fair to her, and I don't think it's fair to me, and I don't think it's fair to you guys. But I just kind of want to sit for a little bit and talk about what it's like after. What it's like leaving the people that love you behind even when you feel like nobody loves you. Because it sucks. The way that I've described losing a friend to suicide is basically when you love somebody, you give them a little piece of your heart. And when people break your heart, I mean, you eventually get that little piece back. You find that piece and you're able to kind of mend your heart. But when you lose a friend to suicide especially, you don't ever get that little piece back. It's like this empty little hole in your heart that eats away at you forever. It's always confusing, and it doesn't make sense. And I know how she was feeling before she took her own life, because I've been in that place where I've thought that was an option, and I thought that was something that would make things better, and I thought that would just fix all my problems, and it doesn't. It leaves everybody that you care about with so many more. I guess all I can say to somebody that's contemplating ending their own life is that you can't. I know you feel like you can. I know you feel like it's going to fix everything. I know from my friend, I can't even imagine the amount of pain that she went through before she decided to make this decision, this permanent decision that can never be taken back. And it's like at first, I didn't believe it was real. I spent a lot of time convincing myself it wasn't real and it didn't happen. And then for a long time I was angry because the friend that was always there for me wasn't there for me through this. They weren't even here. It's like the worst heartbreak ever, because it can't be fixed. I know before she ended her own life, she felt like nobody loved her, and that nobody was going to love her. It's not true. When you take your own life, you rob yourself of all these people in the future that want to love you, and want to know you, and want to be around you. When you take your own life, you don't even give it a chance. You don't give it a chance to get better. You don't give these people that are waiting for you that you haven't even met a chance to love you. You don't give happiness a chance. And I understand how hard it is. I have been there and I've had those thoughts and I've had to get help for those thoughts. And it's the hardest thing. It's the hardest thing to try to convince yourself to stay alive when you feel like the only option is to end it. But I promise you, I absolutely promise you that it's worth it. And that it does get better, even if it feels like it doesn't, even if you feel like you're stuck and you're gonna be in this feeling forever. It's not true, because people are just gonna miss you so much and they're gonna miss you forever. I know if you're in that position that this sounds like a load of shit. I know, because if you would have told me when I was going through that I would have the friends I have now, and I would have this chosen family that I didn't even know could exist, I wouldn't have believed you. I would have thought it was a load of crap. I would have thought everyone was completely bullshitting me, but it's honestly so true. Because if you are in the position where you are so heartbroken by the world that you think you need to take your own life, it means you have a heart that is so full of pain, which means it can be so full of love. It means that you're somebody that feels a lot and loves a lot. And it's a disservice to the world to leave if you're one of those people. You think that ending your own life will make things better, but in reality, it just makes this dark world a little bit darker when we needed your light. My life was so much brighter with her in it. And I still convince myself that she's out there and that it didn't happen. And that she's just quietly living a life where she's happy, but she's not. She's not here anymore. If you feel like you can't go to your parents, go to a guidance counselor, go to a teacher, because these people are trained to help you find better help. There are so many people that have devoted their lives to trying to help other people stay alive. I'm going to leave as many resources as I can in the description bar down below. If you guys know of any others that are extremely helpful, please send me an inbox on Tumblr or tweet them to me. Any way you can get them to me, please let me know so I can add them in. If you know somebody or you are somebody that is dealing with suicidal thoughts or has attempted suicide, please seek out professional help, and please help those people seek out professional help, because you can only help so much, and these people have been trained to help people that are having these thoughts or are doing these things. If you're somebody that has lost somebody to suicide, my heart is with you, as you can probably tell. And your pain is valid. And I also really encourage people in that position to seek out professional help, because it hurts a lot. I promise you it gets so much better. I guarantee you, I swear it gets better. And that life is worth living, even when it feels impossible. And people care about you a lot. And I really hope that this suicide trend ends soon, because it's fucked up. And it's not fair to anybody. Thank you for watching this all the way to the end. Again, I've left resources in the description bar. Please seek help if you need it. And with that, I'm going to say goodbye.